Good afternoon. Welcome once again to the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. It is August 21st. That to me, you've heard me say this so many times, is always just so hard to believe how fast this summer has come and gone. But I think that's part of the aging process to some degree, but it is what it is. You know, it's we are right around the corner from OU kicking into high gear again. This weekend is going to be a big weekend with move in and move out. But before we get into our normal items of happenings around the city, I have our meteorologist slash weather person, Kyle Johansson, here again, and he is going to provide to you the weather.
So today you have a high of 84 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow, scattered thunderstorms, 84, chance of rain, 40%. Friday, morning showers, high of 78 degrees, chance of rain, 40%. Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 77 degrees. Sunday, 81, partly cloudy. Monday, the 26th, cloudy skies, high of 79 degrees. Next Tuesday, the 27th, scattered storms, high of 82 degrees. Chance of rain, 40%. Next Wednesday, partly cloudy, 86 degrees. Next Thursday, isolated thunderstorms, chance of rain, 30%, high of 82 degrees. Next Friday, partly cloudy, 80 degrees. And next Saturday, the 31st, 79 degrees with partly cloudy skies.
There you have it. And Kyle is wearing a T-shirt that I think you might find rather humorous. I know I sure did. It is NOAA's 40-day forecast. And knowing how much Kyle really enjoys tracking the weather, monitoring the weather, and now reporting the weather, thank you, Kyle, for joining me. Things going on around the city. We're going to continue to do our hydrant testing as we move forward. We'll be wrapping up the 23rd of this week with the East State Street and surrounding area between Route 33 and Euclid Drive with that going on. Again, that's always between 8 and 4 p.m., 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. As I've mentioned before, sometimes the water can be discolored when it's stirring up sediment, so just kind of keep that in the back of your mind that that's exactly what it is, that our water is outstanding water. 2019 street improvement schedule. The following streets are included in annual paving: Cable Lane, Carroll Road, Columbus Road, High Street, Hillcrest Drive, Hooper Street, Richland Avenue, South Schaefer Street, Stimson Avenue, West Washington Street, West Green Canyon, and that's between Grosvenor and Irvine Halls, North Ridge Drive, South Green Drive, and Cantner Hall Alley. Paving is scheduled this week and is underway, and I'm kind of driving around as I typically do and looking at the progress on them. Richland Avenue between Schaefer and the river. So there's milling and paving. I believe they put the first course of asphalt down, likely to be finishing that up at some point this week, if not next. Schaefer Street, Richland Avenue to Union Street, that too I know is underway. I watched them out there rolling asphalt this afternoon, so that's underway. South Schaefer between Field Drive and South Convo Drive, and Carroll Road between Roxbury Drive and Dove Drive up in the Oakmont area of the city of Athens on the south side. As usual and as typical, I just stress to you that the schedule can change, especially when we have rain, especially in high rain event periods, because asphalt does not stick well to wet or standing water surfaces. So that can change. Just keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, this has been really interesting. And I mentioned this last week, and it started yesterday on the 20th. And that is, we're doing up in the Court Street area, Washington Street sidewalks. These are all sidewalks that I'm speaking to where precision concrete cutting is up here. It's kind of loud, but regardless, it's very cool. What they're doing is they're literally milling any sections of the sidewalk that are heaved up. We requested any that was audited as being an inch or more, and they have kind of come back around and said, you know what, we will mill down anything that is a half inch or higher in a heave. And they're fast. They started doing this yesterday morning. did a fair amount of Court Street, and they will come back around and continue to do Court Street, but they're currently working Washington Street. They're going to do State Street. We've asked them to go and get as much done as they possibly can, and it's really impressive to watch, and more importantly, it's impressive to see how we are taking otherwise barriers out of people's way when it comes to mobility in the uptown area on our sidewalks. So that's underway. I'm not 100% sure as to how long that'll be going on, but when it comes to ADA accessibility, who cares? Let's see, ODOT is launching the first ever pedestrian bicycle policy plan called Walk Bike Ohio. I've talked about this before on this show. Launching the first ever pedestrian bicycle policy planning to address the following, or the growing interest in active transportation among Ohioans. So that is a survey that someone can access. The survey is going to be open until August 31st. You can check it out at www.surveymonkey.com /R/WL for walk, WL, lowercase ALK, capital B for bike, capital B, IKE, capital O for Ohio, HOI. So again, that's www.surveymonkey.com /lowercase r/ walk bike Ohio, and take the survey so that you can put your 2 cents in on active transportation here in the great state of Ohio. Arts West, Saturday, August 24th from 7 to 9, there's going to be the Last Call Union documentary, second showing at Arts West. I have not seen this yet. I do want to see this because this is a documentary on Arts, or on, not on Arts West, on the Union. This is the Union on West Union. Monday through Thursday, starting August 26th from 3:45 to 5:15 p.m. is afternoon art classes for kids, offered in an 8-week session. Kids grades K through 5 will experience art instruction in a variety of disciplines. So keep that in mind. Welcome Back Prism Community Hangout is going to be Monday, August 26th. That will be from 3 to 5:30 at Arts West. Come out and enjoy that. It looks like they're going to have food, games, and a big group paint project with Prism. Basic soldering and guitar repair workshop. This one, as I've mentioned before, sounds like it would be fascinating to take. I wonder if Scott Thompson has ever taken this. He's sitting in the back of the room, and I know Scott plays guitar. He's shaking his head up and down saying, I have. Good stuff. He's saying good stuff. I'm sure it's good stuff. That is going to be Sunday, August 25th from 2 to 4 p.m. That is a $12 suggested donation. No turnaways for lack of funds. That's how vitally important it is for your life skill sets to include guitar, basic soldering, and workshop. Thursday, August 29th from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Fearless, Women's Journey to Self-Empowerment. That will be, again, at Arts West. Come and check that out. And then Friday, August 30th from 10 to 11 a.m., Creative Mornings /Athens. Justice. This is Creative Mornings is a monthly network breakfast of Athens creative community with free coffee and inspiration. Everyone is welcome. The main speaker for this event will be none other than our very own council member, Patrick McGee. So if you're interested, come on down to that. At Arts West, the admission, there is none. It's free. The last thing I want to mention is we've been hearing from a lot of people down on the west side of the city, so I just want to make sure everybody is tracking this. Actually, I have a couple things, but this in particular is that at West Elementary, there are some changes, currently some changes down there for the traffic flow that will be an increase in traffic flow with the new Athens City School District school year right around the corner, to where we've got to have some workarounds for bus pickup and drop off, or drop off and pick up. in front of West Elementary. And so you'll notice that there are some water-filled barriers that are down there to separate where the buses will be from where traffic will be flowing through there. I can't stress this enough. The plan is to have parents who are dropping their children off to West Elementary. The car drop-off is going to be on West State Street. West State Street between Central Avenue and where the Innovation Center is. There are the Safe Routes to School steps and sidewalks that go up from the sidewalk over in that area to where you can drop off your students and they can enter the school and then to pick them up in that area as well. We're really discouraging drop-offs or pickups from your vehicles on Central Avenue because we will have 6 buses that will be stacking along there to drop children off and to pick them up as well. So there's some short-term changes that are taking place down there, which we will soon be replacing them with not as obtrusive barriers. But again, I can't stress this enough, as I said earlier, is that we're really trying to stop any children from crossing over Central Avenue in the mid-block area because it's going to have a lot of traffic down there. There's going to be buses down there. So we're trying to mitigate that and deconflict anything as best as is possible and working closely with the Athens City School District because it is their students who will be in that area. So more to follow, I'm sure, on that. There was one other thing I wanted to bring up, and that is that there is Quilt Fest. I'm hoping that Scott can zoom in on that. Quilt Fest, a celebration of everything fiber. I went up to the Dairy Barn yesterday and kind of took a quick tour. I'll have to tell you, there is some quilts down there that are absolute works of art. You know, I am so used to, as a child, growing up with my grandmother making quilts, and they were your typical, 6 by 6 inch fabric squares of different colors and patterns and whatnot. And they were kind of the typical designs, again, not to date myself, but from what I remember them to be. But to go up and look at some of these quilts, it's special. They are gorgeous pieces of art. But anyway, I encourage everyone to go and check it out at the Dairy Barn. Saturday, August 31st from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then again, Sunday, September 1st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. and go and look at these. It's free admission. There's going to be raffles and food trucks and hands-on activities. And all kinds of interesting things to do and partake in, especially on this weekend. And hopefully we can see, or we'll see, a large number of Ohio University students down there because they are coming back tomorrow. Big move-in day today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow it starts the move-in day, and that rolls into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then things kick off for Ohio University. This Sunday, I will be down at the Convo for convocation for the incoming freshman class, which I'm really looking forward to. But there will also be some activities up on the College Green following convocation. So it's going to be a busy weekend, a busy rest of the week. Thank you, Kyle, for joining me once again. I really appreciate you being here, and hopefully I will be able to talk you into coming back and being my regular on this show to provide the weather updates for the citizens of Athens and for me, for that matter.
Right.
All right. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. And please join us again next week for the next installment of the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Have a great week.